So you know what we haven't done in a while is make a genuine all-out attempt to reach the antechamber. That there's a lever behind the weight room and it's a guaranteed way to open the antechamber. We need either the greenhouse or the weight room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I think we're gonna do it. Oh my god. For real? Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay. I'm like, woo! I'm like overwhelmed. Okay, where are we? I'm spun around. Oh my god, we go back to the archives. Oh god. Okay, we before. Oh my god, it's open. Oh my god. Before I forget, let me just. I don't have the letter for here. I think it's a U, but let me just do a little peek to be sure. Whoa, that's cool looking. That's the house or the manor. And then the other one is house hose U. Got it. Well, here we go. Oh. Ooh, oh my gosh. To continue up, you must go down. It's the key for the elevator. Oh my god. Thank you very much. The basement key. Oh my god. We did it. I can't believe, wait, no, I can't believe we did it. I can't believe not only did we do it, we did it. I feel like I called the shot. Like not quite, but kind of. Okay, now we gotta get back to the foundation. We can totally get back to the foundation. Oh my god, I'm trying to keep my head. Okay, don't, just be cool. Be cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's totally cool. We're gonna go to the boiler room next. We don't need to go to the weight room, even though there's a door there, but maybe we should. Because we're low on, so we lost half our steps. Oh, take a breath. Okay. Boiler room, foyer. Yeah, we need to conserve our steps. So it's gonna be boiler room. Yeah. Boiler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it's expensive, but we are gonna walk through a bedroom, which is good. So boiler, library. Boiler. Library. Yeah, drafting. Oh my god. West Wing Hall. Bedroom, which gives us 2 steps, which is nice. It's neutral. Courtyard. Yeah, okay. Workshop. Drawing room. That's it. That's the back of the foundation. Commissary. Ooh, maybe we can buy. Yeah, okay. What can we buy? Let's buy. We are a little bit low on steps, but that doesn't help us. No. Yes, maybe if we find more food. Let's get another. Another. Yeah, there we go. Another key and another gem. Great. Yes, okay. Then we do parlor and foundation. Oh my gosh. Parlor, foundation. Oh my god. Oh, and we can dig. Honestly, if you go, like, we can dig some fruit. No. Maybe there's an apple buried here? There's nothing buried here. Last chance. Pebbles. Great. That's fine. Oh, another one. turnip, yay! I should have bought the salt shaker after all. 6 steps, honestly, huge right now. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. And now we know. Okay. Do our due diligence. We look to see if there's like an upgrade disc or something here. It's been there in the past. There is not. You can tell I'm trying not to completely lose my head. Okay, we don't have that. That's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we've opened it. We're in the basement. Whoa. Okay. I don't know what I expected. It wasn't this. It really wasn't this. This is more like a... They're treating their basement like a storage room, which I guess is normal. Okay. Okay. Go through everything. Very worn out couch. Interesting electronics. Okay, the statue that kind of reminds me of the saints in the chapel, whose name we remember, or were given. Yeah, these look like chapel statues or like tomb statues, because there was a chapel tomb puzzle that unlocked the catacombs, which was lovely. Ooh. Oh, wait, is this the minecart? Wait, what? No, it's not. It's... Here we go. Okay. Oh, it's like a little mini wait, okay. Little mini puzzle, kind of. It's empty, but we've seen a bunch of those throughout the mansion. Can I get past now? Oh, and then we do a little push. It reminds me of those puzzles, like, where you gotta get the little red car through the grid and it's blocked. Okay. They're getting us used to moving these things. So far, it's mostly storage. Ugh, Simon, climb. Okay. Okay. So we could go back there. Have we gone back there? Why would I want to do that one? Well, let's slink behind here and see what we've got. What are you? Are you a button? You really look like a button. So let's move this because maybe it wants us to climb. Is that crazy? Okay, we're not gonna crush ourselves, right? No, okay. I'll run back here. No, that's nothing. Okay. So now this is clear. Oh, what I wouldn't give to frickin' jump. Just climb. You child. You spry child. What does that button do? I think I'm fixating on the wrong thing, but that's okay. Moving on. A clock with the time. Okay, it's a little warped looking, but that's okay. Wait, does this have... It says buttons? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. So maybe we have some funky climbing to do? Good to know. Let's finish... Do they all have that? And I missed... No, it's just that one. Okay, we'll come back for you. Gosh, it's so nondescript down here. Very realistic. They just hucked their extra furniture down here. Their storage. It's a storage facility. It's a massive storage facility. But are those stairs? Because we could use some steps. Since Simon refuses to climb. Okay, so maybe we can find some steps and then we can line them up Oh, wait. Wait a second. Okay. So we are trying to get to that button. Okay. So this is... Okay. Fabulous. We've got our entry point. Can I drop down? Okay, if that had hurt me, I would have been so sad. Okay, we're gonna keep exploring. It feels like we gotta get to that button and hit it. But let's look all the way down here before we focus too hard on that puzzle. Because it feels like there's gonna be like a door or something that will open when we hit that button. Or a connecting thing. Or, okay, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, now we need the freaking power. Okay. It feels like if we had enough steps to get back to the workshop, which is actually pretty close, we could use our stuff, I think, to make a power hammer and knock this wall down. It looks so knockdownable, right? Unless we knock it down like by solving the other puzzle that is here. So, okay, first we figure out how to hit that beautiful green button. Then we go and we make a power hammer that can hopefully knock down that wall, question mark. Okay, where are the gaps in our path? Okay, we've got that there. Okay. So you do need to go there. I think, yeah. And you... How many of these do we have access to? Oh, okay. Never mind. We have more than suspected. Okay, so you can go. Okay, so we have to do this last because we're going to block ourselves in. Cool. Right? Might have to use it more than once. It can only go straight. It could go here. But we need it to... Oh my god, it really is one of those games, one of those little puzzles. Hey guys, it's me from about 30 minutes in the future. My microphone cut out here, which is a huge bummer, but I'll be chatting you through what happened while it is still super fresh in my mind. So, right here I'm thinking, I've got it. I'm thinking I can just line it up and make a bridge, and do the first part of the bridge to get to the additional, what are they called, dollies? To get to the additional dolly, because we need one more dolly in order to make this work. And then rearrange everything so that that secondary bridge could happen. Yeah, there's that dolly. There's the slot where it goes. So phase one, grab that. And I'm gonna have to think about how to make sure this doesn't happen again, because man, I basically just left to get a drink of water, came back, bumped the microphone, and the cord just got a little bit jostled. Not enough so that I could tell. Huge bummer. Here we go though. We're over the bridge, we're down the stairs. Very helpful to see the stairs poking through the tops of the boxes. And very helpful that these only move on one track. Like you can't like steer them around the way you would an actual dolly, lifter thing. So you kind of have a limited amount of positions for where you can put them. That's very helpful. It is hard to see visually when you move the big ones that don't go up and down, though. There I am, evaluating. Now that we have that in place, I'm deciding that, okay, we can move everything else into the place where we can actually hit that button. No, not there. Not quite there. It is funny how many puzzles depend on Simon being unwilling to climb, which is so funny. I feel like when I was a child, climbing was second nature to me. Oh, here we go. Okay, yes. Okay, so we find this desk. 100 Bells. 100 Bells is the location that our mom was last seen at. So, and Sunday, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. So I'm thinking that she was maybe the last person here at this desk. And she wrote a note to someone there, or someone wrote that note to her saying like, hey, this is the meetup point. This is what we're gonna do. Oh yes, okay, the antechamber entry controls. This is super helpful. So we've got the locations, the original locations of the levers. The north lever, east lever. Okay, north lever is underground. East lever is in the Great Hall. Which, where? Have we been in the Great Hall? I can't quite remember. I know we've drafted it, but I don't think we've actually placed it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it was too expensive. Yeah, underground. Okay, underground north of the reservoir, which we have not accessed yet. Also, the north lever is the one that actually points into the great beyond. It's not one we can access from inside the house. One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed. That's what that was saying, yeah. Okay, the secret garden. Yes, we haven't found the secret garden yet, but I'm thinking kind of like the silver key, that the secret garden key transforms things into the secret garden. Yeah, so that's a good thing to follow up on. And I definitely would not have suspected that there was a key in the Great Hall, though perhaps I'm mixing it up with something else. The more I think about it, the more I think we have not actually been to the Great Hall. So it's something to keep an eye out for. Another thing that'll be interesting to find out is if the other areas for the levers, if they're broken, like the greenhouse one, or if they're intact. And each lever has a backup. So we found one for the southern. Honestly, we've only ever found the ones for the southern. Yeah, in the greenhouse and in the weight room. So the secret garden and the Great Hall are the others. Yeah. Okay, right. So now we're back to our task of hitting that big green button. We're just building our bridge. Evaluating the gap. I don't trust Simon to be able to make any sort of athletic thing happen. So I just tried to scoot that crate so that it is as seamless as possible. Because, yeah, you can't jump in this game. You can power walk. It's not really a sprint. There we go. Yep, we cleared it. We're all set. And then we get to hit the big button. This is fun to watch again, though. I'm getting the excitement of the big reveal. And then we hop down. Simon's little feet. We're going back underground. Yeah, and it doesn't show on the map because we never see things that are underground or outside on the actual map. Just the exterior room. And is that something we could fall? It sure looks like we could fall to our death, but we don't. I feel like the game wouldn't let that happen. It's not a fall to your death sort of game. It's a get tired and go home sort of game. Yeah, we're on the other side of the reservoir. Okay. So maybe in the future that'll be a way to get to the lever or this area. You can either... Okay, yeah. Okay, this rotatey puzzle. This rotatey puzzle. I'm gonna do some experimenting with. Yeah, and it's a puzzle where I feel like we approached it from a different angle. When we went down to the underground area through the catacombs, and we were able to do some rotating, but we really didn't make any meaningful progress. And I guess this is why. So one thing I am curious about is if the like angles stay the same. Like if I'm rotating stuff now. Ah, okay, here. See, I'm hoping to get to that. There was one of the passageways that looked a little different. But yeah, I'm wondering if I were to if I rotate that little pathway, if it stays the same. So if I approach from a different area on another day, it'll still look like that. We have lost a step, so the reservoir is its own thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, up and down, up and down. Right. But there's no way to actually rotate, so there's no... Yeah. You're never going to be able to... This is not a stairway. You're on one of the other levels when you manipulate the little... Speaking of vestibule. Yeah. Yeah. You're confined to your space. You need another way to ascend. When I think of this type of room where it like rotates, I think of, oh gosh, it's the Nancy Drew Curse of Blackmore Manor puzzle. Yeah, near the end, you have to like navigate by rotating. I think you rotate the rooms around you as opposed to rotating the like platforms though. That was a tough puzzle. This puzzle though, the one that we're looking at right now is one that I don't feel like I inherently understand. I get that we have to manipulate. Yeah, there's that enticing little letter over there. I get we have to manipulate it and do the correct combination of levers and spinnies and raises to make this accessible, but it's definitely not a puzzle that was like intuitive to me right off the bat. And maybe that shows. I think it shows. Very much a fiddle around and find out sort of puzzle. Though as much as I love, the nitty gritty puzzle, whenever it's a physics puzzle like this, I just fiddle around with it. It's not something I have a clear vision for. Yep, see, I didn't line it up. I didn't line it up to where I could actually access it. So back we go, and thank God that is not something that triggers a step loss, because otherwise, I mean, we would run through our 17 measly steps like that. We got this. I have faith in past me from earlier today. We just need to reach that interesting passageway that's straight across from us. But the trick is there is no straight across. Yeah, you can see me thinking through it. We need to two-step our way through it. Yeah, we set that up, and then we cross, and then we spin, and then we cross again. Here we go. Come on, let's go. I don't think, as I'm contemplating, will it let us fall to our doom? Not testing it, not when the stakes are so high, but thinking, wondering about it. Yep, here we go. One more click. Yeah, but at least here, when you're in a little nook off to the side like this, you know you have to have at least one of the bridges letting you out. There's no alternate path. Yeah, like that. There we go. We're lined up. I can cross. Walking slowly for... Ooh. the drama of it now that we're almost there. Now that we are cruising through this puzzle. Yeah, always nice to know that you can get back out. That's the reason part of the reason I didn't go for the vestibule as the new room. I don't like the idea of blocking myself out. So you know what would happen. Sure it does. Yeah. We'll spin. We'll see if the alternate path leads anywhere. And it does not. So we leave. We go through the very dramatic underground tunnel. It's giving vibes of like a nuclear shelter in a bunker. Yep, here we go. I'm shocked it opened. I really thought it was going to be locked. It looks like there should be a padlock there, but it just opens, and it makes me wonder if there was another access point from the other side, and you wouldn't be able to get in from the other side. But no, I guess it's just there for dramatic effect and to break up the space, and it certainly accomplished that. And here we are. Oh my god, we can see the moon symbol that we see on the inner antechamber door, and the beautiful Mount Holly sign brands on the floor. Bunch of doors. I'm thinking if the sound pick will work, but we gotta focus. We gotta pull the lever for the north door. Here we go. Yep, 46. We found it. Oh, so many steps to get into that room, huh? Yes, and here I'm looking and I'm counting. I'm thinking, do we have the steps to get back? And all these doors, it still kind of throws me off. I mean, it's very thematic, but I'm trying to see. I thought I was going to get away with murder and I was going to use a sound pick to open them, but at least some of them, but they're not real doors, I guess? Or they're not doors that can be opened in this way. I wonder. Oh, wait, now I'm wondering if it's like, if you reach this level like multiple times, it'll unlock and it'll be like, congratulations, you, like an achievement room. Maybe. That's for show. It's not for story, at least at this point in time. And we're running because we gotta get back. We're using up our steps. We gotta get back. We gotta actually get to room 46 because the antechamber, of course, is not actually. I've been calling it the antechamber. I've been saying we have to reach the antechamber. We have to reach the antechamber, but it's not that. It's room 46, and the antechamber just leads to room 46. It gatekeeps room 46. Yep. And now the question becomes, then, yeah, that letter is, whatever that is for another day. Now the question becomes, how many steps do we have? Can we make it? And what do we want to do about the fact that ideally we would want to go to the workshop and craft a power hammer to break open that brick wall in the basement. Because with 14 steps, can't do both. Unless, I mean, that's the question, unless something happens that gives us way more steps. Find a bunch of food and somehow a way to afford it. Yeah, okay, so this is the configuration, because going from here to around the side costs steps. So here I am taking a screenshot so I know the configuration that leads to the next phase, so I don't have to go back and forth and spend. Yeah, we are counting. We are counting steps to make sure that 13 is enough to get us not just into the antechamber, but then through the door. And boy, are we cutting it close. We're cutting it very close, and the bedroom is, I believe, the key to it all. Like, thank goodness, because without the bedroom, I think we would have had just enough steps to make it into the antechamber, but not enough steps to make it through the door, which is, I mean, would there be a fate more punishing than that? More full of dramatic irony than that? Exactly the same amount. Yep. We can do it. Yeah, I'm thinking it, and there I am thinking, well, what if we go back? What if instead we break down the wall? Because you gotta reach this point to open the antechamber doors regardless. Will you also always have the resources to build the thing to break open that door? Maybe, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Think about it. And I mean, you can see the pain in my face and not being able to optimize, get the most out of this run. It's a good problem. It's a good choice to have, but it hurts to not be able to do both. And it is nice that you don't have to deal with that like puzzle anymore, because the door that opened is right there. The basement door opens, boop, and you just pop on into the, what do they call it, the reservoir? Yeah. And we go up. And now we know that we don't have to keep our eye out for a basement door key anywhere else, probably, because it's in the dang antechamber. Gotta make it there, and then we gotta make it back. And now I'm wondering about the placement of the foundation, because oh no, wait. Because I happened to place it very early on, and oh, that's terrible, actually. Oh no! Wait, okay, so every time I'm gonna have to run through the house again to get back to the elevator to go down. Oh no. That's very silly. That's very silly. But like, the order in which I discovered things, like, who could tell? How could you know that? You couldn't. So I just need to make sure that the steps are in a healthy position, and I guess get better at, the weight room is a punishing way to do things. I'm building it because who knows, it might come in handy. We don't know what's going to happen when we go through the antechamber door. That could definitely happen, to go through it and find something that needs to be broken for like a secret back entranceway. I have a last wistful thought of going underground again and breaking that wall, and I think in the back of my head I feel like it's the like most efficient thing to do, like it's the optimal thing to do, and it would set me up for runs in a way that would be good and maybe is harder to accomplish, but ultimately I'm not gonna pass up the chance. The very first chance to go through to room 46, I'm not opting out of that. We have to do it. We have to. All this buildup, it's what we're here for. The narrative is the most important thing here. The narrative is what we're here for. And so that is what we'll pursue. That's what we'll pursue. We're doing it. We're going. We're going for it. Look at us with 2 steps. Those 2 steps from the bedroom did it. Here we go.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
That's it. We did it. We made it to the credits. Ah, we made it to the credits. Just a peek into the office. Where it looks like even more secrets were. The music was beautiful. And I really enjoyed the emotional resonance of getting to hear our mother's voice telling us the story of Red Prince, but with a twist. It was a very lovely, like, reward from a narrative and, like, emotional standpoint. And there's clearly so much more. There's clearly so much more. We have red letters to find. We have chess puzzle to solve. There are clearly so many more ways to enter the antechamber. So many more levers. We have to find that secret garden. But it's like it's like in Hades when you complete sort of your first cycle of your first goal, and but then there's so much more. You got to do it again. You got to do it differently. There's so much more. I love it. And what a day. What a long day with so many revelations. I can't believe we actually did it. I can't believe we actually called our shot and made it to the antechamber. Through the antechamber. Made it to room 46. That's what we should be calling it. Made it all the way to 46. On the day when we said, you know what, let's give it a go. Let's give it a real go. Gosh, what a game. That's very sweet. Mount Holly, your new home. It's so sweet. I love it. I love it. And I'm so curious if the house is going to be different now that we've accomplished our initial goal and I mean, actually, like, officially earned our inheritance, right? Those were the conditions. We had to make it to room 46, and then Mount Holly is ours. So I'm really curious what's going to happen now that we are official Mount Holly inheritors. Let's see. 25 new rooms. Sorry, 25 total rooms. We reach rank Rank 10 is reached. Hell yeah. 75 steps, 10 items, 2 new rooms. 2 new rooms are the drafting room and the foyer. What a day also for my microphone to cut out. That's so sad, so tragic, but at least it only happened near the end, I guess, maybe? I hope you still had a lovely time. I still had a lovely time. And also good to know that when you reach the antechamber, or the room 46, the day ends. So, you know, no coat checking afterwards, no going back and tidying things up. That's it. That's the end of the day. At least this first time. I wonder if you can reach it. I wonder if it always ends it. I guess we will find out next time. Thank you for joining me, as always. I'm having so much fun playing this game. I'm excited to continue now that it's our true home. It's our true, Mount Holly is our true home. And I'm excited to keep exploring. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.